Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast. Proud to be the world's #1 community for brilliant childcare leaders. Each episode will feature interviews with the brightest minds in the childcare industry to guide you into becoming a smarter business leader. Our hosts have opened 10 schools while raising 5 children. They are certified business coaches and are the top-selling childcare business book authors of all time. This episode is sponsored by Arleaf Childcare Insurance. Give Blake a call at 972-232-2258 to get a free quote on childcare business insurance today. Let's welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast our hosts, Brian and Carol Duprey.
Welcome to episode 30 of the Childcare Genius Podcast.
We're your hosts, Brian and Carol Duprey.
We're ready for an action-packed, exciting episode today. It's a solo episode. Not really solo. There's 2 of us. It's a dual episode. It's going to be just us. We're not going to have a guest today. We're going to talk a little bit about leverage and our upcoming leverage conference and our upcoming leverage transformational program that we want to help you change your life. So what is leverage? A lot of people don't know what leverage is, but I think they know it when they see it because they'll know how they are, how it is affecting them in their current business. But basically, leverage is if you have leverage in your business, you're able to work more. You're able to work less and achieve more. Right now, everybody's spinning their wheels. They're working hard, and we show you a little bit ways to work smarter. Would you rather work smarter than harder? So we're going to help you shift that fulcrum. Now we'll say, what is even a fulcrum? If you think of a teeter-totter, think of the fulcrum being that middle point with that teeter-totter going back and forth. If you take a 200-pound person on one side and a 100-pound person on the other, that person's going to be dangling up top. Remember as a kid, when somebody would let go and the kid would go flying up? Why you don't see teeter-totters on playground? Kids were getting hurt, right? But if you put a 200-pound person on one side and a 100 on the other, it just doesn't work. Unless you move the fulcrum. If you move the fulcrum towards the 200-pound person, you could balance the person out, and 100 will actually balance out with a 2 just by shifting the fulcrum. So by shifting the fulcrum in your childcare business, you're able to accomplish more by working less. And we're going to show you a little bit in this podcast about it, and we're going to talk about our transformation program that'll change your life for the better. But we really want to change your life for the better because we understand we've been there before. We've been stressed out and we want to make your life for the better. So,
are you overwhelmed?
I think a lot of owners are overwhelmed right now. I think that's the number one word that I would describe owners as just overwhelmed. And I bet they're tired.
Yes.
So are you tired? If you're listening to this, are you tired?
Are you ready to throw in the towel and quit?
Yeah, I've had that call a few times with people. Did you feel the hiring crisis will never end and the work ethic of the workers will never change?
Are you in desperate need of a vacation?
You know, I've talked to some owners who haven't vacationed in 4 years since the pandemic started. Since the pandemic started, we've been to Jamaica 8 times, I believe.
Yeah.
We were 3 months after the pandemic started, we were in Jamaica. We did not let COVID or that change our life in any way, shape, or form. We refuse to let external forces change us. And I think that gave us leverage because we were able to stay calm through the storm because that is our reset time. So I bet if you're listening to this, a lot of people are in desperate need of a vacation. So are you working so hard and making little money? I know some owners who are making less than their highest paid staff member. I know some owners are making less than their lowest paid staff member. That are not really fair for how hard you work.
Exactly. And do you feel like your staff show you no respect?
Yeah, we're getting that a lot with this work ethic of the new generation.
That work ethic and the attitude.
Oh,
just the general attitude.
The attitude, sure. Are you having trouble being fully staffed or fully enrolled and don't know what to do?
Are you confused when you look at your business finances and would love to understand them?
Yeah, getting leverage is all about knowing your numbers. And if you know your numbers, you know your profit, And if it's too low, we find you ways to increase it. And I can say if it's too high, well, it's never too high. But we'll show you how to spend it, and we can get leverage by doing that as well. Sometimes maybe you're jealous when you see other center owners who seem to have it all together. I know if you go on Facebook, you'll look like some people have this perfect life and they're always on vacation. Like, how do they run these multiple schools? And I just don't know how they do it. But yes, I do, because it's called leverage. And you may be looking at them like, if you got 10 centers, how are you on vacation? Like, who's running your schools? And the secret is knowing how to leverage your time, delegation, systems, marketing. It's all things that we will cover in our leverage program. So leverage doesn't happen overnight. You didn't get into the problems you have now in your business overnight, and you're not going to fix them overnight. There's no easy fix or no quick fix to getting leverage in your business. It takes 7 to 12 months for most owners to achieve full leverage in their business. It is a transformational program. And we have put together a complete transformational program. We're going to explain here in a minute what it is, and will allow you to achieve more while working less. And I know that may seem impossible for people. Like, how do I do that? But it is my reality. You know, we've been multi-center owners for 20 years, and we visit our schools every few months. So we're not constantly in them. We vacation about 70 days a year between us both, and combined. We're always on the road. We're always vacationing like 1/4 of a year, at least 25% of the year. We're somewhere else. At least 1 week a month we're somewhere, and in various places around the world. We have fun doing it, right? And our schools are fine without us.
Yes. Sometimes better.
Actually, but most of the time they work better without us here. So hint, your staff might want you to be gone more often. They might actually do better. And actually, we own millions in residential and commercial real estate that pay us a handsome passive income at a return of over 25%. How is your stock portfolio doing if you're stock investors out there? Real estate has killed it in the last few years. And it's one thing that leverage gives you, that peace of mind. We have leverage in our passive income as well. And we're not telling you this to brag. We're telling you this because this could become your reality with some changes. Getting leverage allows you to have time and financial freedom, which allows you to run your business and not have your business run you. And it's going to take months to develop winning habits. They say what time it take 21 to 30 days to change a habit. The problem is, if you're listening to this, more than likely you have hundreds of bad habits, and they've accumulated over time. And we need to change all of those habits over time. And it can't be changed overnight. A lot of them have to be changed one at a time. And it's a slow process, but it's a rewarding process. And we've developed a 7-month leverage training program that will totally transform your business, your life, and your destiny. Welcome to a better life with leverage training. Once you enroll, you'll get a 30-minute coaching call with me while I identify what leverage problem areas that we will need to work on. So we will get on a call and we will figure that out. Second, we'll put you in a private leverage mastermind group where we'll meet monthly on Zoom with other owners working on getting leverage in their business. So you're going to meet every single month on a Zoom call for an hour, and you're going to be all working on the same leverage area each month for 5 months. We're going to work on a different problem area. Then we're going to put you in a private Facebook group where you can network with other owners all working on the same issues. So you all can grow together. You'll all have the same questions and you'll all work on together. It's going to be an accountability group. We're going to give you homework. We're going to help you transition your leverage. And lastly, we're going to all meet at a live conference, September 18th to 22, to give you the final tools you'll need to complete the leverage transformation in your business. And then actually in October, we're going to meet on one final Zoom in an hour, which will be an implementation call after the live conference that shows you how to wrap it all together. And that'll complete our 7-month transformation.
So, are you ready to make a change?
Yeah. Are you tired? Are you overwhelmed? You're probably looking to make some changes in your business, and this might be the perfect avenue to do that.
Are you ready to take the vacation that you've been putting off?
Let us help change your life. Carol and I have coached hundreds of owners over the years who have now been able to achieve leverage in their business. So I had a young lady come to me crying less than a year ago, ready to quit the business. And I remember this call vividly. Had enough. She was at the end of her rope. And I gave her a plan on how to get leverage in her business. I showed her how to tie a knot in the rope and hold on and then start climbing up. She immediately started implementing many of the steps that I'm going to be teaching to this leverage program. And now she just opened her second location, has taken a Caribbean vacation, and loves childcare again. That's the secret. She loves what she does again. And I had another client who was a perfectionist and had to be involved in every decision at her center and did not trust her team. She was so stressed all the time, worked 90 hours a week, and was overwhelmed. Was making hardly any money. And so we put some plans in place. We showed her some of the leverage steps that we worked on. We worked on for a few months. And now she's able to be more relaxed. She's much more relaxed. She's not overwhelmed anymore. She works less from home. She works less than 40 hours a week, mostly from home, and is able to take vacations and not worry about her school because she finally trusts her team. And that is when you get leverage in your business, it totally changes your life.
Leverage gives you peace of mind.
I think that's the biggest thing. What would you pay to have peace of mind? You know, what's it worth to you to buy your life back? If you keep doing what you're doing, do you think eventually you'll burn out? I've seen it with people. Eventually get to the breaking point. Had a call last week with somebody who's Dutch. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just going to sell or close. I just cannot take this anymore. She was burned out. A year ago, I could have probably helped save her business. But now she doesn't want to do anything. She's done. She's mentally done and doesn't want to do anymore. Hopefully she's listening to this call. You know who you are. We can change that and we can make childcare fun again. And I'll guarantee this program will change your life for the better. And what have you got to lose?
And our live conference is in Montego Bay, Jamaica.
So you want that vacation? Guess what? We're going to combine it with a live conference. We're going to go to one of the most beautiful places on earth. Carol and I have been to Jamaica 37 times. What better place to begin our leverage transformation, your leverage transformation, than our happy place? If you're already thinking about excuses why you can't come, because I know you're already thinking about those excuses, of whatever excuse you're going to give me, I can promise you that is more likely the reason that you need to come.
You don't have time, then you need to come to learn to have more time.
Sure. If you don't have the money, then you'll need to attend to find out how to be more profitable in your business.
What if you say, I can't leave my school? Then you need to attend to find out how you can trust your team more.
Every excuse you're going to give us is the exact reason you will need to attend. So there are 5 areas we're going to be working on with you over the next 7 months. We call them leverage pulleys. A pulley in engineering makes life easier. If you have one pulley, you could lift twice as much with the same amount of work. And as you add pulleys, you're able to make the work easier. We put 5 pulleys together, which allows you to work less and accomplish more. The first mindset pulley we have is called mindset. And mindset is very important to help you get in the right mind before we can take action. So with the first month in our mastermind group, we're working on mindset. The second month, we're working on leadership. It's all about leading people to a common mission. You know, we're not born with leadership. Carol and I were trained in leadership in the military, but it's not something that's taught in schools today. So a lot of people struggle with leadership, not leading the right team. And if you have a team culture in your center that's not very good, chances are leadership is probably one of the areas that can be improved upon to make that better. The next one we're going to be working on is systems. Standard operating procedure make leverage possible. Having your team know exactly what to do in all scenarios allows you to not get so overwhelmed with answering questions all the time. A lot of owners tell me that they go into their school and they're bombarded with questions. They can't get any work done. Leverage allows you to work from home or work in a center where the people know what they're doing and not have to bother you every 5 minutes with I call petty stuff that they know the answer to already. And if you had standard operating procedures, they wouldn't have to come to you with every little thing. We have great systems in place in our business, and we're always improving on making them better. Marketing is the next area, the next pulley we'll work on. We help you get fully staffed and fully enrolled. With proper marketing, you'll get the right hires coming in the door, and you will get the amount of kids coming in to fill your school with a waiting list, which will allow you to charge more for your service. And the last one is financial. It'll allow you to have the freedom to live life as you wish, getting a handle on that finances, becoming more profitable, using some of that money to buy real estate or passive income sources, or even diversify. We're going to help you understand your finances in your business. So you know what a balance sheet is. You know what a profit and loss statement is. You know how to read them. You know how to budget, and you know where every penny's going. And you know if you're in line with other people in the childcare industry, if you're making more or less based on profit. We're going to help you with all that. And these 5 pulleys will totally transform your life. Now, during our live conference, it's a 5-day conference. We're going to take one pulley each day. So Monday, we're going to be dealing with mindset. On Tuesday, it's leadership. On Wednesday, it's systems. On Thursday, it's marketing. And Friday, it's financial. It's a 5-day conference. And we're going to tackle only one subject area per day. Have you ever gone to a conference, Carol, where you're talking about marketing, and then the next speaker comes in and talks about how to get kids, and the next speaker comes in and maybe talk about finance. Yeah. So all the topics are all over the place. It's very confusing. So it's hard for your brain to process the different things because it's fragmented. The topics are all over the place. And then top of that, a 12-hour day on top of it. By the end of the day, you're like, your brain is just mush. And your brain never put everything in the right categories, the right processes. We decided that we were going to do dedicate a day per topic. So when you're done with the day, you spent the whole day on mindset, or the whole day on marketing, or the whole day on finances. So when you're by the pool that later in the afternoon, you're processing the information logically and able to retain it better and able to think of how to implement it a whole lot better. And so at 1:00 each day, we're going to be done. Our sessions are only going to be from 9 in the morning till 1 p.m. in the afternoon. At 1 p.m., you're going to be done by the pool, on the beach, relaxing. How does that sound?
Sounds
You're in Jamaica. You don't want to be sitting in a conference room all day, right?
Right.
So it's a tax-deductible working vacation. This is just like one of our workations, we call them. It's a tax-deductible trip for you, but you're going to be spending 4 hours in a classroom, and then you're going to be on your own. Now, we're going to do some cool stuff. You could walk on the beach. You could digest the information. We're also going to have poolside coaching every day with a different coach. Imagine hanging out with Joy Maxwell or Kim Pomeris or Alyssa Woodle or Lisa Giancarli and is there Cindy Alexander, and you're by the pool and you're just asking questions about how to implement things in your business. And there's no charge for that. It's part of the thing. I should just be able to hang out. Carol and I are going to be by the pool. So maybe you just corner Carol at the pool and just, ask her, how do you open that second school? How do I read a balance sheet? And maybe you better ask me that balance sheet question because I'm the financial guy. No, I'm kidding. She knows how to read a balance sheet. But that is my lane, But anyway, we're going to be hanging out. We're going to do poolside coaching, and we're going to be accessible. So it's going to be a totally different kind of conference.
Imagine coming home from a conference relaxed instead of exhausted.
That is, I think, why we designed it this way. Yeah. I've been to conferences where the days are 12 to 15 hours long. It's brutal. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you wrote a whole bunch of notes, but your brain is mush, and it's just too long. And so we decided to shorten it up a little bit and allow you to process it better. We're going to give you the same amount of content as you go to a 3-day conference and get 20 hours of content. We're just going to spread it out over 5 days and allow you to have more time relaxing. When they get home from this conference, Carol, they're going to be ready to hit the deck running. On Monday morning, when they get back to work, they're going to be rested, fully relaxed, energized, with all of their information processed accordingly, with a full game plan on how to change it. And not instead of coming back Monday morning, just totally exhausted and just getting back into the grind. And that's going to be a total different. Another thing is Carol and I are going to be totally accessible the entire conference. We're not going to be hiding behind a curtain like the Wizard of Oz and being away from the people. We're actually going to be sitting in the audience, taking notes from every single speaker. During breaks, we're going to be walking around, talking to people. And during the time, we're going to be by the pool, on the beach. There's going to be no time where we're not accessible, except when we're sleeping in our room. Please don't come in and bother us at that point. I'm sure the questions could wait till morning. But other than that, we are going to be accessible. You'll see us at dinner. And if you see us, we have an open seat at our table. You are more than welcome to join us. We are an open book. We want to help you. You can ask us anything, get free coaching the whole week from us while we're there. And we have nothing to hide, and we do not want to hide. We want to be there, and we want to help as many people as we can while we're there.
And we have no sales pitches at our conference. We hate them.
We hate sales pitches. And you're not there to be pitched from us, and we're not going to pitch you. There's going to be absolutely no sales pitches from stage. We don't allow vendors at our conference, so you're not going to get any vendor pitches at our conference. It's all content, and we just want you to be able to learn without the fear of, they're going to try to sell me something at the conference. We're not going to do that. And also, we're going to give you the agenda ahead of time. That's something a little bit different. A lot of conferences you go to, they won't tell you what they're going to teach because they're afraid you'll decide not to come. Why? Because a lot of times they're just recycling the same content conference after conference, and they're afraid to tell you that it's the same stuff because they're afraid you won't come. We're not afraid to tell you. This is our first conference. There's nothing recycled. This is all brand new stuff. So our agenda is posted on our website at childcaregenius.com/leverage. You can see exactly what we're doing every day and the different topics that we're going to do. We have absolutely nothing to hide. So our venue is a 5-star resort called Iberia Star in Montego Bay, Jamaica. There are 3 resorts in one, and some of the rooms are as low as $300 a night, actually even under that, double occupancy, and include all meals, drinks, tippings even included. So sometimes you go to a conference in big cities and you're paying almost $300 a night, and then you got to buy food and drinks on top of that. Here you can get rooms for, I think, as low as $270 a night, and then that doesn't include the extra 5% Horizon discount that you could add in there. Oh, we haven't even talked about that yet, so we'll talk about that in a second here. But there's 3 resorts in one, and on our website we're going to give you information on how to book your room because there is some savings discount. Why don't you talk about the discounts?
So if you use the booking code LEVERAGE, you get a 5% discount off your room. That's for our group. And if you join the Horizon program, which is like a program for the hotel for future stays, you get points. If you join that when you book, you get an additional 5% off.
Yeah, there's no cost to join. There's no obligation. It's not a timeshare or anything like that. And but doing that, you get an extra 5. So you get 10% off your room rates, which is huge. A $300 room that gets you down to about $270 a night. So the total cost to join our Leverage program here, including the call with me, the mastermind group, the Facebook group, and the conference ticket, is $499. But if you use the promo code LEVERAGE100 when you check out, that will take an extra $100 off. So for $399, we're going to give you the call with me. We're going to give you the mastermind group. We're going to give you the Facebook group. That 7-month transformational process, and a ticket to the live event, and we're going to give them conference recordings after that. We're not going to try to sell that to them after they've gone. We're actually going to give them a free conference recordings. So even if you can't come live to the event, even though we want you there live, if there's something that's keeping you and you can't come, at least you'll get the recordings. So even buy the program, even if you can't make the live event, because you're going to be able to have those recordings after the fact. So how do we get tickets again, Carol?
To get your tickets, visit childcaregenius.com/leverage.
So email me at brian@childcaregenius.com with any questions or concerns. And we're going to leave you with one thought. So look back a year ago to where your business was. So a year has come and gone. How much progress have you made? And if you don't do something different, where will your business be a year from now? Let Carol and I, along with our amazing team of coaches, change your life. So this concludes episode 30 of the Child Care Genius podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today.
And we can't wait to see you in Jamaica.
In person. That's going to be great. We cannot wait. We're going to have so much fun. And we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Child Care Genius podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please do us a favor and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. Don't forget to visit our website at childcaregenius.com to see a list of services we offer to help grow your childcare business. Until next time, thank you for being a part of the Childcare Genius community.